All right, we'll go ahead and get started here. A reminder to please silence your cell phones, and then when you do ask a question, you just make sure you get the mic and then give your name and affiliation. We will start with a statement from Utah head coach Amy Hogue, and then we'll have questions for just the players, Haley Denning and Mariah Lopez, and then they will be dismissed, and then we'll go back to questions for Coach Hogue after that. So, Coach Hogue, if you have a statement.
It was great to be here. I mean, they worked so hard to have the opportunity to be here in the Final Eight, and although we didn't play the way we wanted to today, they showed up and fought their guts out, and this one sitting next to me was the leader of that with Mariah. Really proud of what she did in the circle today.
We have questions for the players. Third row left.
Tara Henry, D1 Softball. Mariah, obviously getting the start today against a team that you're very familiar with. What was your game plan against the Huskies?
I think our game plan was just to find new ways to get them out. Obviously, we watched film on them and saw how we were successful before and kind of just worked from there.
And then both of you, I know it was probably tough sitting, trying to figure out if you're going to play last night, not knowing the weather, and then realizing you're going to play this morning. What do you think went into that and the impact for today?
Honestly, I don't really think it affected us too much. We're used to having to do hard things, so I think it just helped us more.
Sorry.
Go.
I agree. We're used to adversity, especially since we live in a state with a lot of snow and canceled games and moved, stuff like that. So I don't think that had a huge effect on us.
Last one for me, and then obviously suffering the loss today. What are you going to take into this evening, heading to play Oklahoma State tonight?
We're just going to take our fight. Honestly, no team is better than us at fighting back, and I think that's all we got to do.
I think just going out confident again and working from there. We know what we need to do to win this game.
Any more player questions in the room? We do have one from Zoom with Alex Vehar.
Hi, ladies. A couple questions. So, Mariah, has the decision already been made whether or not you're going to pitch later against Oklahoma State?
We haven't talked about that or anything, so I'm not sure.
Okay. Just a quick follow-up, Mariah. How do you feel about the way that you performed today in terms of your pitching?
Yeah, I think there's always things to improve on, and we can just work from there and get after it later today.
Any more questions for players? Okay, players are finished and dismissed.
Thanks.
Thanks. We have questions for Coach Hogue now.
Tara Henry, D1 Softball. Coach Hogue, do you think the waiting last night had an impact on the team this morning, getting ready to play?
I think if it did, it might have had a positive. I know it didn't seem like it with the way we played, but this team just wants minutes together, and because we had to sit around together, they got that. And honestly, they're finding joy in all the little things, and so, yeah, I don't think it affected at all. They had some fun together. I think tonight I might have a little different answer for you because it's going to be a long day for us. But as far as this first game, no.
Yeah, that's going to be my next question in terms of having to play two today. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, that's going to be tough. But like these guys said, they're tough. And the last time we got beat, we killed somebody. So, I mean, I think that they're, the pressure's off. If they felt any pressure today, it's off. Now they're playing for a day off and some more fun together. So they think that's worth it. Plus, we threw in ice cream at that Brahms place. So if we win tonight, we're going straight there to the drive-thru with the bus. So we're going to roll down each window and take our orders. I mean, they just want to have more days together, and they know that they'll earn ice cream, a day off, and another ball game with their group.
last one for me. Left 9 runners on base. What did you say to the offense after that performance?
Yeah, Coach DJ speaks on the hitting quite a bit. It just hurt my heart because they were ready to do it, and they tried a little too hard. And when they do that, it doesn't work out very well. So he reminded them that trying harder isn't always better. So they're going to find a better way to do it tonight.
Okay, we have a couple questions on Zoom now. Eric Lopez.
Eric Lopez in the circle. Coach, what was it like to play in this stage, in this World Series? And do you think your players, what do you want them to take from this experience that'll help them later tonight?
Well, I talked to them about that little feeling they get in their belly and how when they feel that all that's doing is it's freezing something in time that they'll remember forever. So when you feel that, make sure you're looking at someone that you care about and you're thinking about something that you want to remember, because it'll be frozen there forever. I have moments of being here a long time ago, and they were good moments because I did exactly that. So I think that experience out there and the reminder that I've given to them that it's way bigger than the game, I'm hoping they're doing a little bit of that because I know they felt it, and there were plenty of times today to freeze a moment and remember it.
Okay, we have one other question on Zoom from Alex Vehar.
Coach, what would you say overall was the difference in today's game? And also, I mean, I remember that earlier in the postseason, there was a game that was tight where you guys said that you didn't really feel like yourselves, and because of that, you felt confident about going into the next game. I believe it was right before the first Ole Miss game. Do you feel like maybe you guys didn't play like yourselves today, or do you feel differently?
No, I don't think they felt tight. I think they just tried a little hard. They actually were really calm. We drew those walks, and that's hard for us to do. We normally don't walk, so I think they were calm enough. But when they had the opportunity to bang somebody in, they tried a little hard. They were a little early and a little under it and just missed. So I think if they were nervous, then they would have stood there a whole lot more or swung at balls, but they didn't.
Any other questions? Okay. Thank you, Coach Hope.
Thanks.